Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. Hope you're all well. Thank you for tuning in. It's Saturday the 7th of March 2026. Going to do you guys a collective general love tarot reading, see what you've got going on. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Oh, flippers everywhere. Right, what messages do we have for Sagittarius in love? Messages for Sagittarius in love, please. Temperance in reverse. There you are, Sagittarius. Knight of Swords in the upright. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. King of Pentacles in the upright. So, something's out of balance, out of harmony, in some sort of negative extreme. Charging forward with determination, with an idea, with some sort of confidence or some sort of decision. A big change. A move forward. Some sort of change or something to do with timing. King of Pentacles in reverse. Holding on to something a little bit too tightly, or kind of something's out of balance here. Something's in some sort of extreme that needs to be balanced out. Let's see what these could be about for you, Sagittarius. Temperance in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're letting go of something here because something is weighing you down. It's upsetting the balance. It's too heavy. These cards have been flipping around all day. I kid you not. Oh, if I had £1 for every time I've picked up cards today that have just gone, whew. Alright, so something's a heavy burden or a heavy weight, or you've been carrying too much and it's caused an imbalance. It's too heavy, it's lopsided. And you're needing to balance it out. You're wanting to lift some weight of some sort. You're wanting to get back to some sort of peaceful harmony, balance. Balanced harmony, balanced peace. Feeling overwhelmed, or there's some sort of lack of effort here. Or someone's not making an effort. Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here for Sagittarius in love? Justice in reverse. Excuse me. So yeah, again, talks about imbalance, unfairness. Someone's not taking accountability or for their actions, for their behaviours, for something, or they seem to be getting away with something, or someone's being dishonest. They're getting away with something. They're not owning up to something. They're not making an effort. They're just, something's give and take is not equal here. Someone's carrying a bit too much weight, responsibility. Someone's making all the effort. There's an unfairness, an imbalance, a burden, a weight, an extreme. The scales are not balanced. Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Sagittarius in love? Nine of Wands in reverse. Again, there's that energy of I'm tired of carrying this weight. I'm overwhelmed with this. I'm giving up. I'm dropping the weight. Can't hold this anymore. It's not fair for me to keep handling all this, holding all this, carrying all this. This is just not fair. King of Pentacles in reverse. Why is he here for Sagittarius in love? Two of Swords in reverse. There's that holding on energy, that indecisive, resistant, avoiding making a decision about something or someone, not knowing which way to go, feeling overwhelmed. I'm too overwhelmed with this. I can't make a decision because I can't think clearly enough to make a decision. Ten of Wands in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Four of Pentacles in reverse. Holding on very tightly. Someone's been holding on very tightly, carrying a heavy weight that they felt like they needed to carry. I'm holding this weight. I'm holding it. I'm carrying it. This is my weight to take. This is my weight to carry. I'm holding on here. Someone's been carrying the weight for so long, they've forgotten why they're carrying it. They've been holding on so tightly, they're now wondering what they're actually holding on to. They've forgotten the reason why they started carrying it in the first place. Justice in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Eight of Wands in reverse. Something's stuck. Timing's unknown. There's a change that needs to be made, but there's something that hasn't been changing here. And there's a lack of effort. There's a lack of decision. There's a lack of action. There's a lack of growth. The lack of communication. A lack of effort. Nine of Wands in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Four of Wands in reverse. This is not coming together. It's disharmony. Separated. Not in union. This is not coming together. Two of Swords in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Death in reverse. More resistant energy. A change that needs to happen that is not happening. A turning point, a change, a transformation, a transition, an ending. It's not been happening. Resistant, stunted, delayed, stopped, imbalanced, overwhelming, burdensome, unfair. Four of Pentacles in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? The Hanged Man in reverse. Stubborn. Again, stubborn, resistant, not wanting to surrender, not wanting to sacrifice, not wanting to change, not wanting to end, wanting to hold on. Fear of letting go in case I'm sacrificing something that I should have held on to. I've been holding on to this for so long, I've kind of forgotten what I'm actually holding on to here. Inability or indecision or stubbornness to making a change, making a decision. Eight of Wands in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Hierophant in reverse. Going against the grain, going against tradition, going against wise advice or not taking advice that you're being given, not listening to advice that you're being given, not listening to yourself, not listening to your intuition. Not seeking guidance or not seeking... I'm just getting a not listening energy here. It would be wise, there's something here, it would be wise to not, or to not. But someone hasn't been listening. There could be differences here that doesn't align with you, or you don't align with them. But there's differences here that just are not... just are not. Could be something to do with a marriage here. You've got Justice and you've got the Hierophant. Four of Wands in reverse. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Not learning, not seeking the advice that you need, or not listening to the advice that you're being given, or there's a lack of communication here. There's a lack of lack of teamwork, a lack of effort, a lack of a lot, really. Why is Death here in the reverse for Sagittarius in love? Why is Death here in reverse energy for Sagittarius in love? Three of Cups in reverse. There's distance here. There's staying away. Someone's staying away. You're staying away. There's no enjoyment, or there's no fun, or there's no kind of... or keeping away from too many people, or not letting too many people, feeling like you have to carry this, not letting others kind of support you or help you, just not listening. This is not listening to the advice or opinions of others. Hanged Man in reverse, in reverse energy. Why is the Hanged Man here in reverse energy for Sagittarius in love? Death in reverse. More resistant energy. Fear of change. Feeling stuck but fearful. Feeling frozen in fear. What to do, what not to do. Is it the right move? Is it not the right move? Is it, you know, just a real heavy, resistant energy here. The Hierophant in reverse. Why is the Hierophant here in reverse for Sagittarius in love? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Getting kind of bored of dealing with this. Doing the same thing over and over again, or getting bored of this stuck, kind of, this frozen, stuck energy. Getting bored of dealing with it, thinking about it, stressing about it. No growth, no progression, feeling bored of being fearful. Or someone's just not making an effort here. Three of Pentacles in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Ten of Swords in reverse. Dropping it, dropping it, dropping it. Also, this is something that could have been going round in circles for quite a while. Sort of on, off, back, forth. Putting it down, picking it up, putting it down, picking it up. Recovery. Kind of maybe a reconciliation or something that's just been going round and round in circles. Three of Cups in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Knight of Wands. Could have been a more casual connection. But that it's not kind of progressing any further. Is it meant to progress any further? Maybe this is what it is and what it was always meant to be, and perhaps there's a lesson here, a karmic lesson that needs to be learned. Death is here twice in the reverse. Why is it here twice for Sagittarius in love? Three of Cups in the upright. Together, apart, coming together, maybe partying together or seeing each other at social events and having a casual, physical, fun kind of connection. Or maybe too many people were involved. Maybe there's a third party angle here, something that's getting involved or blocking this. A person, a thing, work, family, whatever it is, there's something in the way here perhaps, or something that's blocking this from going any further forward. Perhaps this is, yeah, it's just it's a casual thing. You hook up, party together, go out together, have a bit of fun, and that's it. And maybe someone wants more, or it's just become a bit of a burden. Someone that's here for a good time, but not for a long time. Knight of Pentacles in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Four of Swords in reverse. Making you feel lonely, isolated, rejected, burnt out, restless, exhausted, stressed. It's something about timing here. Delayed timing or on-off timing. Someone that's not consistent with their timing or their plans. Ten of Swords in reverse energy. It's here twice. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Death. There. Beginnings and endings, cycles. Something here needs to end. Perhaps it's about to. There's death in the upright. Endings, beginnings, change, transformation, transition, end of a cycle. Knight of Wands. Why is he here for Sagittarius in love? Ten of Cups. There's the beginning, the ending, the beginning, but the completion. So there's an ending, there's a completion, a beginning, an end, a cycle. Three of Cups, it's here twice for Sagittarius. Why is the Three of Cups here for Sagittarius in love? King of Cups in reverse. Unbalanced emotions, or someone that's withdrawn, perhaps a bit on-off, wishy-washy, a bit unavailable. Someone that's more focused on themselves than other people or the person they're connected to or in a relationship with. Someone that's a bit emotionally unavailable. They're there kind of, like I say, Three of Cups, they're there for a good time, not a long time. They're kind of there for fun and physical and all that kind of thing, but they're not really opening up any deeper. Four of Swords in reverse. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Ace of Swords in reverse, and it's confusing. They're confusing. There's no clarity. There's no not great communication or very little communication. A lot of confusion. A lot of Perhaps misunderstanding or crossed wires when communication is there. Why is death here twice? Sagittarius in love. King of Pentacles in the upright. Perhaps there is something to do with money or finances, but more to do with stability here. Someone who is dependable and consistent, and someone who is not. Ten of Cups. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? The Fool. New beginning. There's the new beginning. There's the fresh start. But it's also a blank canvas. It's an unknown. It's the beginning of a journey that nobody really knows how it's going to go. But perhaps it will be a happy ever after, a Ten of Cups. At this point, nobody knows. But I'm going to put these into their suits in a minute, Sagittarius. I'm going to pull one from the top of each deck. Six of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Wands. Nine of Wands in reverse. The Lovers. The Hanged Man in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah. Cards, the energies are repeating themselves now. This is, yeah, something that's been going on for a while. Quite heavy. Somewhat karmic in nature. Lessons to be learned. Timing. Cycles, beginnings, endings, change that needs to happen, burdens that are being carried, strong connection, chemistry, a commitment, a marriage perhaps, and a choice. Let's put these into their suits. One moment. All right, Sagittarius, I just want to note before I forget to say it. Someone here gets quite defensive when you try and communicate about this with them. They kind of get defensive and then they shut down communication. They sort of disappear. They don't want to, when you try and talk about it, they just kind of shut off, defensive, or yeah. So, heavy energy, karmic energy. Heavy energy all round. Cycles, beginnings, endings, changes, cycles. What's going to end? What's going to begin? What decision is going to be made? Is there a decision going to be made? Who's going to make the decision? Very indecisive, very stagnant, very... someone here rushed in and made a decision about a possible happy ever after, Ten of Cups. New beginning. They charged ahead, were decisive, determined, and then they sort of shut off. Yeah, they're there for a hookup, party, fun, socializing, passion, chemistry, excitement, but anything else, they maybe have said that they want this to be a happy ever after. Ten of Cups. You make me happy. I want to be with you. But when it actually comes down to it, they don't make any effort to actually make that happen, or they don't make the decisions that they need to make in order to make that happen. Something's very unfair, very out of whack, very out of balance. Someone's making all the effort, waiting around. And someone's getting bored of doing that. I'm getting empty promises. Someone can't make a decision. Someone's getting bored of carrying all the burden, all the weight, all just the heavy energy, heavy weight of this. Someone's very emotionally cold, detached. Good there for a good time, not a long time. lack of consistency, lack of teamwork, lack of communication. Someone here, well, the person that's been waiting around for this is fearful. They're somewhat dependent. Well, they're dependent on this validation from this person. And they've been letting their sense of value, their self-worth slip here. But they're trying to find it. They're trying to think, hang on a minute, I'm better than this. I'm worth more than this. Since when did I become a breadcrumb, an option, an afterthought? So someone's trying to kind of find themselves again, their value and their worth here. They've been holding on very tightly to this, dependent. Fear of change, fear of loss, fear of this hopeful energy of this happy ever after. And it's very on and off, up and down, round and round in circles, karmic. There's a lesson to be learnt here. There's a lesson to be learnt. There's someone here that needs to get back to their stability within themselves and realise their worth and their value. And realise that they're the whole package, not just an option. Someone that just floats in and is up for fun and leaves them hanging and then just, yeah. Someone's not being fair on themselves. And they need to start being fair on themselves. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Hope it helped. Hope it resonated. It's unfortunate if it did resonate, because this is a very heavy, burdensome little energy I've got here. It's not little by any means, but you know what I mean. Please give the video a like if you can, if you'd like to. Click the bell button at the top of my page if you would like more readings. Good luck, best wishes, lots of love. Until next time, bye bye.